Hey guys, it's me, Sam the Baker, and welcome back to my Let's Play of King's Quest VI. Alexander is currently standing on the Isle of Wonder, and now let's take a look around. There's some oyster beds right here.
Oyster beds line the seashore. Most of the oysters are sound asleep.
Except this one isn't.
One of the oysters is sitting up in bed and doesn't look very happy. He seems to be the only one who can't sleep. In the oyster's mouth, Alexander can see a glint of white.
Cool. Maybe it's a pearl, and maybe that's what's keeping this oyster awake. Ooh, let's pick up this floating object now that it's closer to us.
Alexander picks up the object floating in the water. It appears to be a string of letters. They say, "Where are you going?" Alexander decides to keep the odd sentence, even though it is incomplete.
Now let's talk to this oyster.
Why aren't you asleep like the other oysters?
Oh, I'm so weary, but I can't sleep. I have a terrible ache in my mouth.
What's wrong with your mouth?
No offense, but it hurts too much to talk.
Can we help it?
Why don't you let me see if I can help?
No way! No one's looking in my mouth. I hate dentists.
That would be something to see, an oyster seeing a dentist. Well, maybe there's a way we can help it sleep, and we've got just the thing for that. This book we got from the bookshop.
If you're having trouble sleeping, perhaps you'd like me to read to you.
Hey, that would be great.
2 dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half-dulcimers, divided into equal parts by the third of a cackle of grouse geese, put over the result of 10 fine mackles, albeit small fine mackles, stretched over the total of 53 1/8 bottles of wild beast lard.
There's a large pearl inside the oyster's mouth. Perhaps the pearl is what's keeping the little fellow awake.
Yields a gilded minnow of precise measurements, 2,069 centidrills by 3,023 6/7 puns, not punts, as might be expected. This is not to say, however, in any sense whatsoever, that deviations in mean temperature of 5 or 6 dregs or so.
Alexander makes a grab for the pearl.
Got it.
Hey, you fixed my mouth. It feels great.
The little oyster drifts into peaceful slumber with the rest of his oyster friends.
Aw. And now we have a pearl.
The flawless pearl is the largest Alexander's ever seen.
You never know when we might need that to buy something really extravagant. Well, anyways, let's go north.
Alexander hears someone coming.
Ooh. What could this be?
Fierce guards of the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If man it be, then man it dies. Old Tantro, smell your smell. Do that which you do so well.
Ooh. Got 5 gnomes.
A gnome with a huge nose stands before Alexander.
Now for this, we have to use different items to trick their senses into thinking we're not human, except that we are. Now what could we use for this gnome? This very smelly flower.
Alexander holds the flower of stench out to the gnome with the jumbo nose.
Tom Trow I am, that's all I'll be. My nose knows all on land and sea. A flower of stench has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all, and nothing more. Listen, hark you, Grovenor, do your duty as you swore. With your ears, please tell us more.
An odd-looking gnome stands before Alexander. He has incredibly huge ears.
Let's see if we have anything that could make a nice sound. And we do. Time to use the mechanical nightingale again.
Alexander winds the tin nightingale and plays it for the gnome with the monumental ears.
Look at him boogieing.
A nose is not a way to spy. My ears cannot be told a lie. A nightingale is all there be. No man is near, and so say me. Taste, Grump, that we might know whether friend or whether foe.
A squatty little gnome stands before Alexander. He has a huge mouth and a very long curled-up tongue.
Maybe we have something delicious that he can eat, or at least taste. And we've got a mint, which we got from the pawn shop.
Alexander holds the mint out for the gnome with the gigantic mouth.
Grump knows a tasty treat. It matters not what others bleat. No danger is this one so sweet.
Trilly dilly, use your hands. Is it beast or is it man?
A gnome with very large hands stands in front of Alexander.
This means he can feel things. Now, what could we use to help him feel that we're not human? This rabbit foot we got from the ferryman.
Alexander holds the rabbit foot out for the gnome with the huge hands.
Be all you mad? What aileth thee? A bunny can't trill merrily. A hare does not at all taste sweet. A rabbit here is all we greet.
Old Bill Batter, never fatter, vision can resolve this matter. Look you now and end this chatter.
A gnome with gigantic eyes is standing before Alexander.
Wow, if he sees us, then we're in big trouble. But we've got a way to prevent ourselves from being seen. The invisible ink.
Alexander pours the contents of the empty-looking ink bottle over himself.
Ooh.
By all that's beauteous, fair, and sightly, 4 morons do I sleep with nightly. There's nothing there at all, I say. Enough of this. Let's now away.
Yeah. We tricked ya.
Alexander did it! He's fooled the guards!
Now look. We can go up here. And it appears we're in a swamp. But we'll finish exploring this island next time. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all again soon. Bye!